Now let's look at our next mission, which is identification. We are securing the perimeter of the human body. We are covering the immunology of the HLA system and the transplant rejection protocols. If you want to understand how the body defends itself, you have to understand the security system first. Let's move on. First stop is the security checkpoint. The core concept here is self versus non-self. Your immune system relies on the major histocompatibility complex MHC to verify identity. In humans we call this HLA or human leukocyte antigen. This is encoded on chromosome 6. Think of HLA as the biological ID card. If you don't have the card, you don't get in. We have two major players guarding the gates, MHC class 1 and MHC class 2. Let's break down their patrol routes. MHC class 1 is found on all nucleated cells plus platelets. It presents to CD8 plus cytotoxic T cells. The antigen source is endogenous. These are proteins made inside the cell like viral proteins. MHC class 2. It has restricted access. It is located only on antigen presenting cells like dendritic cells, macrophages and B cells. It presents to CD4 plus helper T cells. The antigen source is exogenous, things eaten from outside like bacteria. This is how you memorize it instantly. Dr. P's cheat sheet, the rule of 8. Do the math with me. MHC1 multiplied by CD8 equals 8. Look at the loci. HLA-A, HLA-B, HLA-C all have one letter. So MHC1. MHC2 times CD4 equals 8. Look at the loci. HLA-DP, HLA-DQ, HLA-DR all have two letters. Never forget it. Now the conflict. We are talking about transplant rejection. Here's the scenario. We have a donor kidney and T cell units. The problem here is the donor MHC does not equal the recipient MHC. When the ID doesn't match, the rejection sequence is initiated. The attack begins. There are three types you need to know for your exams. Type 1, hyperacute rejection. The time frame is minutes to hours. This is immediate failure. The mechanism here is, it is caused by pre-formed antibodies. It is a type 2 hypersensitivity reaction. The patient must have prior exposure like a previous pregnancy or blood transfusion. Look for thrombotic occlusion of capillaries and fibrinoid necrosis. The organ dies before the surgeon even closes up. Type 2, acute rejection. The time frame here is weeks, usually days to weeks. Mechanism is primarily T cell mediated, though antibodies can play a role. Clinically, the patient presents with fever and rising creatinine. You will see mononuclear cell infiltration, lymphocytes attacking the tubules. Is it treatable? Yes, it is. The treatment is immunosuppression with steroids or cyclosporin. Type 3, chronic rejection. The time frame is months to years. Look at that shrunken, scarred kidney. The mechanism is the cytokines induce a fibrosis. It's a slow burn. The hallmark here is arteriosclerosis, vessel thickening that looks like onion skinning plus interstitial fibrosis. It is irreversible, and once this starts, we can't stop it. How do we stop this war? Well, look at strategic intervention, that is prevention. I'm handing you two strategy cards. Cross-matching. The goal here is to prevent hyperacute rejection. We check for preformed antibodies right now. HLA typing. The goal is to minimize acute and chronic rejection, and we match the ID cards, that is the haplotypes. Final debrief. Here is the rejection matrix. Hyperacute, minutes to hours, preformed antibodies, thrombosis, and not reversible. Acute, weeks, T cells, lymphocytic infiltration, yes, reversible. Chronic, months to years, cytokines and fibrosis, arteriosclerosis, and not reversible.